Before I start, I need to say this tutorial is not for the PS3 version of Singstar, and that this might not work with every game. And another thing that needs to be noted is that this tutorial is not for the US versions of Singstar, only the PAL region, so like the German copy and stuff like that. The reason being is that we straight up just don't have the tools for the US version. Since the US and PAL versions use different file formats for the music, the US combines the music and the video, while the German and the other PAL copies separate the video and the music. So yeah, just be wary of that. You need get the PAL region. Personally, I would choose the German version, but you will be missing out on some songs if you do. So this is how you extract Singstar music. First thing you want to do is go into your copy of the game and open with Windows Explorer. So it'll run it as like a normal disk, and you can explore the files. And you want to copy these two files. This file with the M at the end is like the menu music, the credits, stuff like that. While this one, the one that's almost 4 gigabytes, is the file that has all the copywritten music. Copy and paste both of these to a folder. So I have a folder here called Pop Volume 2, which I was going to do until I learned this horrific fact. So here's the files right here. And now you want to grab this program, which is incredibly hard to find. So link is in the description for this program. Or I'm just going to call it Spark, even though that's not how it's spelled. You want this program. It's incredibly hard to find. And we're actually missing a program too, RemChan, but we're just going to pretend that doesn't exist. We don't really need it. So once you grab your copy, I'll put it on Internet Archive. Put it in its own folder, because when you run this program, it will just spew out a bunch of folders, and you don't want that in your downloads. So we're going to show you the example of running this program so you know how to use it. So open up CMD and type CD space, and then go to the folder that has SPAKE or Spark or whatever the fuck you want to call it, and Control V and press enter. Once you're in that folder, now this is what you want to type: SPAKE space, and then grab the file you want to do. This takes a while when you're doing the copywritten songs, so just be wary of that. So I'm just going to use this one, which I told you is like the menu music and stuff and all that, and press dash extract and press enter. Yeah, it takes a while for this, so go make yourself a snack, and when you return, occasionally like press the keyboard to make it update. And once that's done, you should now see a new folder with all your files in it, and you can close out of command prompt. Now, I have this folder here called example, which is of an actually recognizable song, Hey There Delilah, and we'll be using that. So I'm just going to delete this, we don't need it. And what you want to do is now download MF Audio and open it. Now in here, click open and go to whatever song you want. They're all numbered, they don't have their names, so just go through them one by one, figure out which one's which. And click on the MIB file, click open. Now that you're here, what you want to do is go down to here and change this file format for the output audio to WAV. Now, don't click play because it'll sound wrong. It sounds like this. Yeah, sounds awful, right? This is what you got to do. First of all, it's too slow, so you want to up the frequency to 48000. Then with this interweave, you want to do B800, and also put this 48000 down here as well. And once you press play, you'll hear those pauses. We'll get rid of those in a second, but the song is playing perfectly fine. Now what you want to do is click Save As and name it whatever. I'm just going to call it A. Click Save, and then click Process. And boom. Now you should have the file. Now you want to open up Audacity and drag and drop this file in. And it's going to take a while because it's like double or triple the length of the song because it has all these cuts. Now, how do we remove all these cuts? Well, you want to press Control A and then go to Effect in Audacity and click this Truncate Silence. Now here, this is the settings I would recommend. Truncate to 0 seconds down here. Duration 0.1 because that's how long each of these are. And threshold -50. So you want to make that pretty high so you don't cut out, you know, this last bit where it's fading out. And then press OK. Now before it had the cuts, and now it doesn't. There is very little documentation on how to extract these, especially if you use Windows, and that's what makes it so annoying. Fuck. One of the tools is lost media. Literally no copy of this tool exists. And the only way I found even how to do this on Windows was through a Spanish forum. So yeah, it sucks. Doing all this sucks. But hey, at least now you have the song that you could have just listened to YouTube on for free, because there's nothing special about these songs. Unless you really want the menu music or something. I don't know, I haven't listened to it.